The most important position in football is not a midfielder, which is the common stigma behind it. There is one position which I feel like is worth more than any other position in today's football. You can get away with having an average player play there or there, but if you go back over the past 10 years, not a single team has won the Champions League without having a world-class player play in that position. But before I go any further, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hey, we're getting close to 20,000, you know. We're getting very, very close to 20,000, bro. And I can't do it without you subscribing. So come on, man. What are you waiting for? I'm sure you guys have tried guessing what that position is. And by the way, I'm not saying that any other position is useless. I'm not saying that position is useless or you don't need to have anyone special in play there. Nah. Bro, I know how social media works. They will take one word and make it look like I said something completely different. They'll make it look like I said Real Madrid would have never won the World Cup without Messi. Yeah, literally, bro. Make it make sense. Anywho, for me, there is one position which has increased in terms of importance and value. One position, if you look at the market today, every single player is worth at least 70 or 80 million. A good player, of course. And that is the role of a modern fullback. Traditionally, the fullback position has been regarded as one of the least glamorous on the football pitch. You had the likes of Jamie Carragher say on live TV that players who are not strong enough to play centre-backs or players who are not skilled enough to play as wingers gets pushed back to fullback. He even continued by saying that no young footballer dreams of becoming the next Gary Neville. I mean, he's not lying. I mean, he didn't say anything wrong. I mean, listen, I'm not, by the way, this is not a dig towards Gary Neville at all. I'm not trying to hate on him, but listen, bro, listen. Like, if you were playing football at a young age, if you were playing football growing up, you weren't thinking, yo, I really want to be the next Gary Neville. My dream is to be a fullback, brother. Come on, man. No one really thought that. As football has evolved over the years, we've witnessed major tweaks and changes in every position across the pitch. The emergence of sweeper keepers, ball-playing centre-backs, inverted wingers, and false nines are key examples. But you can argue that the fullback position has stood out the most in terms of transformation and how every team approaches the game nowadays. Historically, fullbacks' primary duties was to tuck in to support the centre-backs and maintain a narrow, solid defensive shape. Also, to prevent the wingers from getting crosses inside the box. Fullbacks were more famous for their defensive duties, with players like Zanetti and Paolo Maldini going down as history as two of the best ever to play in the position, and even Gary Neville, who was regarded as a defensive fullback. But the question is, what really is a modern fullback? A modern fullback is a wide defender, or in my opinion, a wide midfielder who is main responsible for joining the attack and creating chances. This is done either by forward runs that either overlap or underlap a winger. The modern fullback's duties are on both ends on the pitch. But in recent years, the importance of what they do up the pitch is more than a defensive contribution. And I'm not saying there is no attacking fullbacks over the past 30, 40, 50 years. No. There was teams playing with attacking fullbacks dating back to the early 1950s, most notably the Brazil national team that Nilton and Djalma Santos in the 1958 World Cup, and Cafu and Roberto Carlos in 2002. But the importance has significantly increased in the past decade. They are now considered a vital part of a team attacking tactics. The importance of fullback can even be highlighted in recent years in the transfer market. If you go back to the last 10 expensive fullbacks, the cheapest one is Ferland Mendy going to Madrid for 48 million. Since then, you had Ben Chilwell to Chelsea for 50, Kyle Walker to City for 53 million, Wan-Bissaka to United for 55 million, Cancelo to City for 66 million, Hakimi to PSG, or Lucas Hernandez, the most expensive fullback in recent years, all ever, to Bayern Munich for 80 million. But there is different types of a modern fullback. You've got the overlapping fullback, which the likes of Trent has embodied over the years. A key figure for Liverpool's success under Klopp was Trent. Trent's core strengths are his exceptional passing range and his vision, a crossing from wide areas and set pieces as well. In 2020, Trent became the first fullback to get double-digit assist figures in 2 consecutive Premier League campaigns, and even his teammate Robertson was doing very similar duties for Liverpool. You can see here, Robertson and Trent are linking up in the game against Manchester City. The Liverpool front line of Mane and Jota and Salah are both inside the box, bro. All of them are inside the box. So it is the fullbacks providing the width and the creation. Ironically enough, in this moment, Robertson are the one crossing the ball to Trent, and Trent cuts it in and Jota scores, which highlights the importance of having your fullbacks literally in the final third. Or you've got Marcelo, who made his name as the best fullback in the history of the game. Yes, the best fullback in the history. I don't care what anyone says. The best fullback in the history, which Madrid's success really came down to him mainly and his role to our team. His flair, touch, trickery, ball control, and his speed, agility, and dribbling skills meant he was one of the main attacking forces in a star-studded Madrid team. Especially, he was very crucial in Madrid winning 3-peat and 4 in 5 years. Marcelo and Dani Carvajal, as you guys can see, provided the width to supply crosses inside the box. And where Madrid played Juventus in this game, 3 of our 4 goals came down both from Marcelo and Dani Carvajal providing the support in the final third. The other type of fullback is the inverted fullback, which really comes down to Pep and his invention, which has changed football. An inverted fullback is a fullback who essentially becomes a central midfielder during the team's build-up play. The biggest advantage, of course, it enables the team to create more bodies in the midfield, and it blocks counter-attacks in the defensive transitions with the fullbacks providing cover. The style of play leads to the central areas becoming heavily congested. Therefore, only players who are comfortable in tight spaces and possesses the quality to play in those balls succeeds in this role. And the most recent examples are Bayern Munich under Pep. At Bayern, Pep inherited Alaba and Lahm, who were viewed as traditional fullbacks at that time. Pep quickly realized, with having dynamic wingers in Robin and Ribéry preferring to play wide and stay on the flanks, it would be smart to utilize both Alaba and Lahm as inverted fullback. Both had the quality to play in the midfield and dictate possessions. As shown here, Alaba and Lahm steps into the midfield, creating a 4 versus 3 overload in the central midfield, and you've got the wingers who are literally on the flank dominating their side. Almost recently, the Manchester City style, where you've got John Stones and Kyle Walker who did their thing. Since Walker moved to City from Spurs, he's played more centrally during City's build-up phase of play more than any other time he played with Spurs. This is evident from this graph where it compares his last season on the pitch at Spurs to his time at City right this second. And if you look at the winners that's won the Champions League, there hasn't been a single fullback that hasn't been world class. Whether that's Stones, who did it last year, whether that is Marcelo during his Real Madrid days, Dani Carvajal during his Real Madrid days, Trent and Robertson with Liverpool, or even a couple years ago on the Chelsea when they won it on the Tuchel, it was Ben Chilwell and Reece James. And if you look at the market today, teams who's trying to succeed with this modern fullbacks, or even players that's playing there, bro, they are regarded as 70, 80, 90, 100 million. You've got Alphonso Davies, who is in his last year of his contract, and Bayern Munich won 60 million. You've got Trent and Reece James, if they were to leave, they'll be going for over 100 million plus, bro. But guys, this is the end. If you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want similar type of videos, just put it down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think with why I believe the modern fullback is, for me, the most important position in today's fullback. If you disagree, put down in the comments what you feel is the most important position in today's football. Don't forget, as always, to like the video right this second. Like it, share the video, and of course subscribe. We're getting close to 20,000, and I'll see you soon. Peace.